Yes, looking forward to your Senior X30 final. Please keep your comments coming in on YouTube. We will endeavour to read them out. We haven't had any for quite a while now. I have been refreshing the stream, but please keep your comments coming in. Let's get some support going for your drivers. Thank you very much indeed, as I get handed the results and grid for Junior X30. DJ to get up and sort through this one. Yeah, so please keep your comments coming in. We will endeavour to read them out as fast as humanly possible. And of course, the action does take precedence here at Larkhall. Sun still beating down. Lovely, lovely day. We couldn't ask for more here. Just to the west of, southwest of Motherwell in the south of Glasgow. I can assure you that being a semi-local resident to Larkhall, I can assure you that usually it rains every single day in this area. Every single day, without fail. It might just be the slight spot of rain. It could well be an entire deluge for 24 hours. But we have been very, very lucky today that we have got such glorious weather. 24 degrees at the moment. I can assure you it's 29 in the commentary box, so it's very warm as DJ gets back into the commentary box.
I am not built for running.
You're a lot slimmer than I am. Oh, here we go. So James Fitchew has said hello on the live stream. So hello, James. I can even say hello to him from across here because he's actually in the commentary box with us. And we've got Flykai who said, "Don't worry, I'm still here," from Kian as well. So welcome along, Kian.
Excellent. Well, now I've got my breath slightly back. Senior X30, it's their final time. And here's how they're going to be starting. Thomas Fleming starting on the front row with Daryl DeLeon alongside the front row with him, Guy Cunnington and Harry Platten on row number 2. Then it's Sam Heading, Clayton Ravenscroft, current championship leader, on the third row. Archie Tillett, Caden McQueen on row number 4. Then it's Aaron Walker and Lewis Gilbert on row 5. Marcus Littlewood, Gus Lawrence on row 6 with Thomas Turner and Alessandro Serenetti on row number 7. Lewis Mackey and Joseph Taylor on row number 8. Oliver Greetham, Jamie Rogers, Caleb Marshall, Connor Clifford round out the top 10 rows. Then it's Tyler Reid, Theo McCorris, Brad Pennell, Thomas Wood, Daniel Butterworth, no relation, Oscar Joyce, Alex Moody, Ben Watson, Ben Higgins, Casper Scusa, JP Slater, Gary Edwards, Lewis Johnson-Cool and Adam Fitzgerald. I'm so out of breath.
Well, you better catch it quickly because the Senior X30 is about to take it away again, I hope. Some fantastic action. We will see whether they can get going first time. They've actually, well, they were pretty good on the last heat, and indeed they are backing right up now. Although I say that, they've just sped up a little bit and we're just waiting on a few more to catch up.
Well, there we go now. They've really slowed down into the final corner. Are we going this time around? Let's find out. Into the tram lines. Is it green flag? It is. First time around again for the Senior X30s in towards turn 1. Great start. 3 wide on the exit as they go through the kink. Oh, a bit more jostling there as someone's get punted out wide there. Oh, and there's a bit more jostling for position. But I think everyone keeps it on the track. Only just. There we go. Good start.
It looked like Cherenetti in the 96. Moving, doing a bit of grass cutting there for the Larkhall Circuit, free of charge.
Oh, yeah, free. Well, they did it all the other day as well, so there we go. In towards then turn number 3. Oh, someone's gone straight off there at the turn 3 section, and again, looks like a mechanical issue. It's the 16. That looks to me like a rear puncture for JP Sleater there for Red Rough Racing. He's not had a great weekend.
No, he's had a very poor day so far, but fortunately we have a second header of the double header tomorrow.
We do indeed, so we can make it up tomorrow.
Absolutely, he's got all the chances to go again tomorrow.
There we go then. 14 minutes plus that one additional lap. Out in towards turn 2.
And Harry Platten having a good look at the inside of Cunnington there. Into the boot.
He did, yeah. Couldn't make it stick though, so Fleming still leading the way from Cunnington and Platten. Darryl DeLeon there in 4th place still, holding on to that one. He has had a fairly good day. It's fairly consistent, has Darryl DeLeon. He's always been at that sharp end.
And Ethan Poole has been in touch to say Darrell for the win. Well, we shall see.
There we go. We'll keep a very close eye on that one.
He's been very strong at the end of races.
He has, yeah. He's always been back up there at the sharp end. Well, he's been at the sharp end all the way through this weekend. So, yeah, we'll keep a very close eye on that one.
But like you say, it does tend to drop back a little bit early on in the race, but then absolutely flies at the end.
There we go then. So, you just saw there on your screen, Caden McQueen, currently 9th place. He's got Gus Lawrence and Lewis Gilbert for company in his little sandwich. 13 minutes to go then as they go through into the braking zone of the boot section. Again, no lunges there. Everyone, oh, there is a lunge there. The 29 looked like he went for a lunge down the inside there. Who was that? Or it could have been the 26. It could have well been...
the 29 of Lewis Gilbert for 10th place.
It was definitely not 10th place. It was further down the order. So it could have been Connor Clifford of Chaos Sport. But we'll find out.
We'll find out.
There we go then. Through they go. Round the kink. In towards the banking section. Here's back with the race leaders. Oh, it's very close there. Harry Platten's all over the back of Cunnington.
It looked like the 6 of Caden McQueen lost 2 places and was immediately going to take one back. So we'll just get them as they come across the line and see where they filter through. And in fact, McQueen has lost another 3. So McQueen has lost 5 places on that lap. In the final half of that lap.
Indeed, yeah, so he's got to really watch out for that one. There's Clayton Ravenscroft with the fastest lap of the race in the number 75. Currently in 6th place at the moment. Not gained or lost any position so far in this final, but with our current championship leader being himself, expect good things for him, to see him shooting at that sharp end of the field.
And we've had support coming from Scott Goldsby saying, come on, Sam Heading, head down, lad.
There we go, yeah.
And Sam Heading currently in 5th place at the moment. He's taking decent lap times as well. The only one into the 49s so far has been Darrell de Leon.
There we go. Bit of jostling here in the mid-pack. It's all closed up here and concertinaed up because side by side is the 15 there. Who is that? Was that the 15 or the 12? I think it could have been Marcus Littlewood and Lewis Gilbert who were side by side. Across the start-finish line there as they go through. Clayton Ravenscroft, another fastest lap of the race, 49.720. Very quick time around here at the moment. Here at the front, the long train forming. Defensive though goes, and down the inside goes the number 4. That was Thomas Turner on Caden McQueen, I believe so, into the turn 3 section. They get round it cleanly, and I think that is a position gained.
And up the inside as well, that looked like the 24 was that? Might have been the 74, might have been Theo Makuris coming through. Theo Makuris had a retirement earlier on today, I believe.
Did, yeah.
Hence the low start, normally well inside the top 10.
Guy Cunnington, you can just see there in the middle of this pack. He's got Sam Heading, Archie Tillett just in front of him as well. So, very close little knit battle here. You can just see the 14 of Darrell de Leon at the front of this pack because your race leader at the moment, Dan Holland Racing, Thomas Fleming, that number 8 has somewhat checked out. Clear by 2 seconds at the moment. This is the long trainer battle. Oh, someone getting nerfed out wide there. That looked to me like a 63. Dan Holland Racing, Caleb Marshall, 11th place. He's up at 8 positions at the moment, but it looked like he just ran a little bit wide there and went skating across that sausage curve where it grabs you and then you just have to slide across it until you get to the other end. Yes,
you kind of get beached, don't you, on it? But yeah, 2.2 seconds for Thomas Fleming over Darrell de Leon. But as we've said, Darrell de Leon, great pace towards the end of the race. So even though there's 9.5 minutes to go, do not count out Darrell de Leon. And he will be bringing Harry Platten and Clayton Ravenscroft with him. Clayton Ravenscroft setting fastest lap after fastest lap so far this race as well. So Clayton Ravenscroft, your championship leader, great pedigree, in 4th place.
There was a huge lunge there from Ravenscroft. Dives down the inside to go up into P3. Gets Harry Platten for that position. It was a very big lunge, but it was a lunge nonetheless, and he made it work and moves up that order. So your current championship leader now moving up those positions now into P3. It's Dan Holland Racing from 2 Chaos Sport drivers. Thomas Fleming, and Darrell de Leon, and Clayton Ravenscroft.
And Darrell de Leon was around about 4/10 quicker on that last lap. As we've seen, the gap now is only 2.1 seconds.
Indeed, yeah. So that gap has...
So this is what we're saying, is Darrell de Leon, his pace will really come on towards the end of the race. and he will bring Clayton Ravenscroft and Harry Platten and Sam Heading with him. Possibly even Archie Tillett and Guy Cunnington can even get involved as well if they manage to remain in the slipstream for the final 8.5 minutes.
Maybe so. We'll have to keep a very close eye on it. There is the 52 on your screen of Guy Cunnington. He has got Gus Lawrence just behind him as they go through. 8 minutes remaining, plus that one additional lap of this Senior X30 final.
Another 10 quicker for Darryl De Leon on that lap over Thomas Fleming. So Thomas Fleming could have done the old Sebastian Vettel tactic here when he was at Red Bull of clearing out of the DRS in the first couple of laps and then leaving the rest to fight it out. Well, it looks that way, but Darryl De Leon is certainly starting to claw him back now. Has he got enough time? 7 minutes and 50 seconds plus a lap. And that plus 1 lap could be key here.
Well, let's find out.
Will the gap drop under 2 seconds this time around? We shall see as they come across. In fact, it does as they enter Sector 3. Another 10 quicker for Darryl De Leon.
So, for the final, Senior X30, race 13 of the weekend. It's Fleming from De Leon, then Ravenscroft, Platt, Heading, Tillett, Cunnington, Lawrence, Gilbert, Littlewood, Mackey, McQueen, then it's Reed, Turner, Marshall, Greetham, Taylor, McCurris, then it's Serenetti, Pennell, Rogers, Wood, Walker, then Clifford, Scusa, Moody, Watson, Higgins, Butterworth, Joyce, Edwards, Johnson-Cool, and Sleater, who is still out on track, albeit a little further down the order. So he had that issue. I guess it wasn't a puncture. He did get it back out and going again. So we've still got all of our karts out there. No, so we've lost Adam Fitzgerald, 34, from Barrett Racing. He has retired, so he's not gone out on circuit. It looks like he didn't start the race. Yes,
I would agree with that. And so coming across the line, as they will do now, Clayton Ravenscroft with a fastest lap of the race at a 49.7, a full 10th quicker than both, 2/10 quicker than Darryl De Leon and a 10th quicker than Thomas Fleming as well. So Clayton Ravenscroft really starting to make his way back up to the rear bumper of Darryl De Leon. As you can see on screen, the 75 there of Ravenscroft, your championship leader at the moment.
Indeed, so there they are on your screen, the 75 of Ravenscroft. He's slowly reeling in De Leon as he goes into the hairpin. Again, these two now, you would think at this point, should really work together to try and close that gap up. It is closing just, it's now down to 1.8 seconds. Ravenscroft, as you said earlier, with the fastest lap of the race so far as they go through the final corner over the start-finish line.
And Ravenscroft again with the fastest lap of 49.6. He just took almost a quarter of a second off his previous best lap of the race.
Yeah.
So absolutely flying now. And you can see he is right there with De Leon.
Well, let's see.
Another 2/10 quicker than Thomas Fleming in front as well.
What does De Leon do in this situation? Of course, he's got his teammate behind him who is lapping faster. Does he allow him to get past and follow him and then wait for the final, or does he try and stay in front?
I'm more interested as to what Ravenscroft does. Does he work with De Leon and push him along, knowing that De Leon has got pace, or does he just go through and hope to pull along De Leon or drop him?
Or you could have a third
option. Run his own race.
Yeah.
is what I mean.
Or they could do the third option, and that's just have a scrap and lose loads of times. We do see that in other classes as well. So.
Yes, indeed, we do.
Well, I hope we don't see it in this. I do hope they work together and try and close that gap up to Fleming, because, of course, we do always like an exciting final. Fleming doesn't want that. Fleming wants this nice track. He wants to keep his nice lead that he's got at the moment, doesn't he?
And again, both drivers were quicker than Thomas Fleming in front, but 4 minutes and 40 seconds now. They're only taking maybe half a tenth to a quarter of a second. Sorry, somewhere between a tenth and a quarter of a second every lap now, whereas they were taking 3 to 4 tenths out of them up to that point.
All the meanwhile, Harry Platten and Sam Heading, the 3 and 57, are working together. The BMR and Strawberry Racing driver in 4th and 5th place are working together. You just see them in the background there. They are closing in. Then it's got this group of 3, Archie Tillett, Guy Cunnington and Gus Lawrence. They're all working together as well to try and close on this battle. It's all just line astern at the moment, a bit of a limbo mode with the 4 minutes to go. No one wants to overtake, no one wants to lose any time. They just want to try and gain time by working together.
And Darryl De Leon and Clayton Ravenscroft setting the exact same lap time, lap round to the 100th of a second.
There you go. So The two teammates working very, very well together here at Larkhall for their final.
Oh, and there he goes. There's Ravenscroft up the inside. Now, that will cost them time.
Oh, it didn't cost them a lot, though. It was a very clean overtake, and it looked like DeLeon knew it was coming and was just like, right, okay, down the inside, here we go. Visibly, yes, it does look like they've lost a lot of time there.
2/10 it was.
2/10, yeah, but now they're just going to try and work together and now try and pull away because, yeah.
Well, let's hope for DeLeon's sake that that's what he's got in mind rather than scrapping, because that's going to give Thomas Fleming another bit of breathing room. 3 minutes to go plus a lap, so we're looking at least 4 laps here.
Oh dear. Lewis Mackey, the 23, receiving a 5-second time penalty from 12th place for Fusion Motorsport. That's a disaster. That would, if the race results finished as they are now, that would put him potentially all the way down.
24.
Yeah.
23rd, 24th.
Yeah, 23rd, 24th. So yeah, that's a nightmare for.
Quick maths.
Yeah, exactly that. That's a huge shame there. For
so it's going to be around about a 10-place drop at the moment. Hopefully, in his hopes, it's the field spread moves out and it won't be quite as many positions.
Exactly.
Who have we got? That's the 95.
Who is the 95 on my screen?
Oh, that's Oscar Joyce.
It is, yes, indeed, you are correct.
Premium Karting.
Oscar Joyce, and that is a nightmare. You can visibly see the frustration there. Oh, and there's a bit of contact out of the final corner, the 69 and the 27. That was Jamie Rogers and Joseph Taylor. And where's DeLeon gone, actually? DeLeon's down into...
Where is
DeLeon? There he is, he's on your screen.
Harry Platten has somehow come from nowhere. Or has DeLeon looks like he's had a massive moment somewhere, because he's dropped his second off the back of Clayton Ravenscroft, and Harry Platten is now in 3rd place. That is a disaster for DeLeon. Not sure what happened to him out there with 1 minute 40 seconds to go. There's Ravenscroft. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. Maybe it was a lunge down the inside from Platten to just get that move, and unfortunately that just means that he suffered there. Oh dear, there is the Premium Karting's 95. Oscar Joyce.
Oscar Joyce, yeah, that is just absolutely gutted for him, that is.
So Harry Platten now with a gap over Daniel DeLeon, and Sam Heading looking very racy as well. Is he going to have a look at the inside into the hairpin through the very tricky right-hander, and over the bump and into the braking zone for the hairpin. Uphill they go now, and they bear left it slightly off camber, turning into this corner, as then they go uphill once again and over the banking and the washboard effect of the ripples as they exit there on the semi-new tarmac here at Larkhall on the extended circuit.
There we go. So the gap now down to 1 second between Ravenscroft and Thomas Fleming. It's the closest it's been so far in this race, and there's 30 seconds plus 1 additional lap remaining of this one. There's lots of support on the stream for Fleming. There's lots of support on the stream for Ravenscroft, but who's going to come out on top in this Senior X30 final here at Larkhall? In they go towards turn number 3, and we watch here Ravenscroft, the championship leader currently, as he goes through in towards the hairpin. And you can just see there, it is visibly closing, is that gap. 8/10 of a second, or just under 9/10 of a second is the gap now. What will it be as they next cross the line? That will be the next timing beam that they do cross. The rest of the field coming through. There is the number 14 of DeLeon. It looks like he's got back past Platten for 3rd place. We'll see if that is the case. No, it isn't the case. No, Platten is still there in 3rd place.
2/10 quicker on that lap for Clayton Ravenscroft. Thomas Fleming seems to only be able to do very, very low 1 minute 50-second lap, so 50 flat and 50.1 second lap. Clayton Ravenscroft perennially in the 49.8s and 49.7s.
Yep, I think you are definitely correct there. So it is final lap time here at Larkhall for the Senior X30 final. Fleming comfortably leading at the moment, but the gap has closed down tremendously. It's 8/10 of a second when they last crossed the line. What will it be at the end of this one? Because there you can see now the gap has massively disappeared. Ravenscroft is right behind, but there's only really one opportunity to do it, and by the looks of that camera view, it is definitely not going to happen. Out of the final corner it comes for Thomas Fleming. There it is with the hands, a final win for Senior X30 driver Thomas Fleming across the line from Ravenscroft, Platten and DeLeon crossing in 4th place. What a race from these drivers.
Yes, indeed, and rounding out your top 10 will be Heading, Tillett, Lawrence, Cunnington, Gilbert and Marcus Littlewood. So the big questions of what happened to Daryl DeLeon in that race. Bear with me one moment while I just have a look at something. Yeah, sorry about that. So Thomas Fleming going round, taking the win, 49 mile per hour average lap speed for that race. So your final finishing order, we've done the top 10. So 11th was Caden McQueen and 12th Lewis Mackey. Then we had Thomas Turner, Caleb Marshall, Theo Makuris, Alessandro Ceranetti, Aaron Walker, Oliver Greeton, Tyler Reid and Brad Pennell were inside the top 20. Then Casper Scusa recovering 9 places in that race and the biggest mover into 21st place. Joseph Taylor, Jamie Rogers, Connor Clifford, Ben Higgins, Thomas Wood, Daniel Butterworth, no relation, Lewis Johnston Cool, Ben Watson, Gary Edwards, and in taking the last place was JP Sleater, but of course we saw his problems that he had. Put the 95 there, pulled over. Oh, is that a replay? I think that's a replay, isn't it? When he had his issue earlier. So it looks like that they're just going to recover the 95, which was Oscar Joyce. Put it on the trolley. Here it comes, and recover that back to the pits. So we've had Alexandra Blackwell has said on the YouTube comments, Fleming for the win. Well, I'm glad you were rewarded for your comment because Thomas Fleming took the win there, and it actually looked rather comfortable in the end, didn't it? As well. So well done to him. And Lincoln Bailey Arneson saying, Theo Makuris, what a geezer! What a geezer he is! Theo Makuris coming home after some issues throughout the day, but coming home in 15th place. So didn't have the best of heats, but recovered well in the final, and we go again tomorrow with more heats and a final. So we are going to, we're going to move on to our Mini X30s next, but first of all we're going to go down to Anthony.
Thank you very much, Tom. As you can see, Mr. Fleming is enjoying the revelries there. Well, the last time we spoke was at Shellington. It didn't go the way we wanted it to, really, at the end. But this time it is. What a result that was for the final.
Yeah, it was brilliant. There's a lot of emotion. I'm really happy with this. In my eyes, I won both finals here at Shellington and here today. You know, kart's been really good this weekend. We had a bit of an accident last weekend, so we had to put a new frame down. Changed a couple of things, but yeah, when we lined up on pole, I was confident that on the colder tyres we could just break away, build a gap, and that's exactly what we did. Everyone was squabbling behind us. It didn't really matter if we had the pace or not, we just had the gap, and I nursed it to the end, thankfully.
Yeah, no, a fantastic running from you again. You just had a nice controlled pace all the way through that one. A great result for you as well. And we've got it all again. We've got it all again tomorrow as well. Another few races to go. But yeah, looking great for the start of this weekend here at Larkhall.
Oh, what a day.
Excellent stuff there from Fleming. Let's see if we can grab Clayton. Look at that. Look at the emotion there in the pit lane. Clayton, come, Clayton. Join me over here. Again, from you, what a final that was, because your pace was immense. You were closing that gap up. It just looked like you just needed a few more laps to get the job done, but you can be very happy with a second place.
Yeah, no, I'm extremely happy, just getting more points on the board, really. We've had some struggles today. We won the first heat, and in the second heat, we had a start failure. So starting at the back of the grid and then coming back through. So we started 6th in the final, and Tom just managed to get a gap at the start, and by the time I got to being able to chase him down, it was a bit too late, really. So, but I was really pleased with the pace coming through, and I'm really looking forward to the round tomorrow to see if we can try and win that tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. You can all do it again, so get a good night's sleep tonight, and yeah, we can recover and we can come back. Yeah, hit that reset button. You'd had to see you again working hard on the kart as well, but yeah, it's been a great result for you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
Excellent stuff. Well done for Clayton Ravenscroft there. And third place man, let's see if we can chat to Mr. Platten. I come through. Talk to us if I get you on that side for you. There we go. So talk us through that race, because that looked like a tough one from your point of view.
Yeah, it was really tough. I mean, at the start it was a bit of a scrappy race with a few of the drivers. Let Tom get the gap he did, but big credit to him. He drove a great race. But towards the end, me and Clayton were definitely catching him. 1 or 2 more laps, the win could have been on the cards.
It could have been, definitely so. I mean, the weather here has been absolutely fantastic. Probably hard from your point of view. It's been, it's quite a hot day, and, in these suits and helmets and everything like that, it must be an absolute nightmare while you're out there.
Yeah, to be honest, when we're out there, it's not too bad. It's when you come in and the heat hits you. But obviously the pace has been good all weekend. It was good last weekend, so just carry that in tomorrow and hopefully come away with another good points finish.
Let's hope so. Well done on 3rd place.
Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Great to chat then to our top 3 drivers from Senior X30. A couple more finals coming up. Don't go anywhere. Right then, on to now Senior X30 for their Saturday final. Again, another exciting race that we saw, and we'll start with our top privateer. In 27th place in the number 54, huge round of applause for Daniel Butterworth. Who's not here? Excellent. On to our now top 3. In Senior X30, in 3rd place, huge round of applause please for BMR number 3, Harry Platten. I see why you're doing that now. You don't want to walk in front of the camera, do you, Chris? You're professional, yeah. Professional at his finest right there. On to now 2nd place for Senior X30. The number 75, KR Sport, Clayton's Ravencroft. There he is. Well done, cheesy grin on his face there. And again, Chris, the ever-professional, behind the podium he goes. Don't trip. Now, on to our race winner for the Saturday final. Huge round of applause, please, for Dan Holland Racing's number 8, Thomas Fleming. Don't drop your hat, Clayton. Sort it out. There we go. Oh, I forgot mechanic again. Sorry. Where's Thomas Fleming's mechanic? Well done. There we go. You win a medal. Huge round of applause. On that step. I always forget me. Useless. You didn't remind me that time. There we go. Huge round of applause, please, for your Senior X30. Don't drop your visor.